Hey everybody, welcome back to the Half Hour Power. I am Joe. Brandon is here.
Yo, Joe. What do you know?
Hey Brandon, how you doing? You having a good week?
I was having a good week until last night.
Oh, we'll just leave that right there. That we could say many, many things about that, but yeah, let's not say no more. Say no more, Squire. Say no more.
All right, that's all. I will not say more, but that Superman movie was not that great to me. It's
Are
a
we
okay
doing
relationship.
Superman?
Yeah, you know the Diners Cut.
Oh, it's 2025, isn't it?
Yeah, 2025.
Where did the time go? Where did the time go?
Well, it wasn't towards Superman. Yeah.
I'm just going to leave that one right there. I don't. All right, so we both finally saw the new Superman movie.
Yes, sir.
Since Brandon and I do have a history of talking about the Superman movies, Jesse and I also. As one of the first times Brandon came on the show was to
Defend the Man of Steel.
defend the undefendable, which is what I said at the time. He's there to defend the undefendable, Man of Steel. Brandon did a good job trying to defend the Man of Steel.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean trying?
Man of Steel is not defendable to me. It just is not. I mean, you got to. I mean, it's not. Anyway. Before we get to this, because Brandon and I both say and believe that you need to watch a movie for yourself to see if you like it.
Yes, that's true.
Just because I think Man of Steel is a very badly written film and the worst Superman movie ever made doesn't mean everybody thinks that, which is one of the best things about films. Somebody else sees something in it that I don't see, and you get to talk about it, and maybe they change my mind, and I go, oh, okay, from that perspective, okay. So recently, I was watching all the Superman movies with my kids because we were all going to go as a family to see the new Superman movie. And we watched Man of Steel, Brandon, and I remember on the Defending Man of Steel show, I told you I'd never, ever watch that again, ever.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I watched that with my kid. I didn't tell them I didn't tell them what I thought of it. I didn't tell them I hated it. I wanted them to form their own opinion and do their own thinking. So the things we do for our kids, Brandon, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, we both firmly believe you need to watch the movies for yourself and see if you like them. See what you get out of them. What I know. Brandon's all choked up about that. It's very emotional for us. We do believe that. I do. And
yeah,
just because Brandon and I disagree about Man of Steel, and there's other movies that he likes that I don't like, and I like and he doesn't like. But we discuss them and we talk about them and we see things in movies and go, oh, okay, maybe I didn't see that. Maybe I'll look at it again from this perspective or something like that. I don't know. Sometimes you just can't do that. But anyway, Brandon,
yes,
here's the fun part of the show. What is the Rotten Tomatoes score for Superman? Let us go with the critic score first.
Critic score. I'm gonna say 86.
86.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
83.
Really?
Exactly. What about the audience score, Brandon?
I'm gonna say 89.
89, 92. It is a ripe tomato. Delicious. That's the part we do for fun. We don't really believe in Rotten Tomatoes or any of those things. It's just kind of a...
No, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, and it is because we still run into people who swear by Rotten Tomatoes and will not watch certain films if the Rotten Tomatoes score is a certain score. And I firmly believe they miss out on, I think Blandon believes this too. You miss out on movies, if you just look at the Rotten Tomato scores and go, that's pretty low.
Yeah, like why judge? Why
I
go
watch
by what somebody else is saying instead of for yourself? And that's what
exactly.
I was
Go
saying.
watch it for yourself. Yeah, that's right. So, Brandon, this is going to be fun because here we have a new Superman movie that
Yeah,
Brandon despises and that I liked,
which is weird because I
which
like
is
Men of
flipped,
Steel and you
flipped,
despise it.
flipped. It's
Yeah,
fun. Well, the other fun thing is, Brendan, I despise Man of Steel, but I kind of liked Batman v Superman. But you despised Batman v Superman,
yeah.
which other Man of Steel fans I've talked to have despised Batman v Superman. And I have to remind them that since they hate that one so much, it's their fault that movie got made. Their fault. Not my fault. That ain't my fault that got made. That's their fault because they paid to watch Man of Steel multiple times and bumped up that box office. So screw all you haters of Batman v Superman if you love Man of Steel. It's your fault.
Really?
Really, how many times did you watch Man of Steel in the theater?
I'm not gonna say, but really?
Okay, so it's your fault. You inflated that that box office there. But anyway, after that little well, it wasn't a tangent. It was Superman. So let's go. What do you your impressions of the new Superman movie? You go first.
Okay, so okay, and I'm gonna be brutally honest. I have a love and a hate relationship with this Superman because some things, some of the characters in here, specifically, character is Ultraman, and I read a lot of Superman comics, and I watch a lot of the uh, the animation, and I just didn't like how they, to me, how they like kind of like retconned like Superboy and Ultraman of the origin part of the situation. And Ultraman is from Earth 3. Okay, he's a little bit more stronger than Superman and stuff like that. And I just didn't like the way they went with it. I understand that a lot of people when they do movies they critique certain things. I get it, I do, but I just didn't like that fact of, okay, so how are you going to bring Superboy in, you know and the love part. I love the Lex Luthor. I loved it. I love Nicholas' portrayal of Lex Luthor. um I wish he was the Lex Luthor in Batman versus Superman. That would have been brilliant. It would have been awesome. But I have others, but that's one of the main things that kind of irked me. And origin story, majority everybody knows Superman origin story. They didn't do it like that. That's great, but
Hold on, Brandon. Let me pause you for 1 second.
mhm.
I've got a picture of Ultraman.
Oh god, if you're about to show me the picture of Ultraman with his neck broke,
I've got a picture of Ultraman for everyone.
oh god,
Just in case some people out there don't know who Ultraman is. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm kind of scared. oh
Ultraman.
my, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, not that Ultraman, Joe.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. False alarm. False alarm. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't think about that, but yes. So, like I said, the to me, the story of it's okay, but I mean, I went to watch the movie to see the movie. I watched it. Would I recommend people to see it? Yeah, go see it. It's a Superman movie. You got to see every Superman movie. But this thing that just didn't click with me. I didn't feel what you felt, Joe. You know?
Hope.
Yeah, I didn't feel
I did. Um,
that.
Yeah, not a perfect movie. I don't think it's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
But what I really liked about it, what they're bringing back to it, is Superman is Superman again.
Okay, what do you mean by that, Joe?
Optimism, hope. He's not down in the dumps all the time, moping, whining, looking all angsty. I see that Zendaya took some acting tips from Henry Cavill in some of the Batman v Superman and I thought he did fine. Henry Cavill was fine as Superman. He didn't bother me. He just didn't get a really good movie. But he's just some moments, and he was depressed. It fit, but when Zendaya's doing it, it doesn't fit at all. She does that mostly in Dune 2. Maybe we'll get into that when we talk about Dune 2 someday. But anyway, I don't know. He's just optimistic, just hopeful, just kind of doing the right thing, the good thing, because it's the right thing to do, and not because he's going to get something out of it. It's altruism. It's and some of the elements from the comics they brought in, which they have been reluctant to do in a lot of the other Superman movies. You felt you had that moment there with the Dark Knight series, and then they even did it in the Amazing Spider-Man. They obviously did it with Man of Steel, where they're like, we got to make everybody like Batman. Superman is not Batman.
I just say that was the dark era.
That was one of the big problems with Man of Steel. Superman is not Batman. I need him to be. He needs to be Superman. I just really appreciated that, and this.
But
this part in this
Superman? Movie was he really Superman?
Yeah, he was Superman because Superman is. That's what he is. It's nice to see a comic book movie where they're not afraid to make. Finally, not afraid to make a. The guy's full of flaws and stuff, but they made somebody who's good because it's the right thing to do. And they want all our villains, our heroes rather, to be flawed because they feel like we can't relate to them. I ain't perfect. I want to see somebody who I can strive to be. I can't fly, but maybe someday I can be as good as Superman. I can be a good person. And you know what? That sounds stupid and corny, and I get it. But somebody out there is listening and is going to see this and go, I get it, Joe. I'm with you. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these freaking heroes who are scumbags. Oh! I didn't kick Brandon out. He left. But anyway, there is that. And Brandon will be back. He'll be back. Okay, Brandon is back. So, Brandon, when I was actively collecting comic books and reading comic books as a teeny bopper, and your other teeny bopper friends, we would make these jokes about Superman. Superman would go and save a baby deer if he could find that, if that was in danger. So they put that in this movie. He saves that squirrel.
Yeah. And
I thought that was fantastic, saving the squirrel. I laughed. I had a good time. I thought that was fantastic. I didn't think anybody would ever do something like that. I thought that was great.
Well, I give it to James Gunn. I mean, he does do his research. He does. I'm not going to say that he doesn't, but he does. And he looks for the little things with the nostalgia. But some things, like I said about the whole Ultraman thing, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, why would you do that? How are you going to explain that in your universe?
I don't know. Why did David Gore and Zack Snyder do that in Man of Steel? And you know the scene I'm talking about. We'll just let everybody else try and figure it out. They think I'm talking about the Zod scene. I'm not talking about that at all. Okay, so Brandon knows what I'm talking about. We're not going to go over that again.
Yeah.
But anyway, I liked Metamorpho. I liked how he was in it. I didn't think we'd ever see him in a movie. I thought that was good. I liked Lex Luthor. Probably the scene that bothered me the most.
What's that?
Is Lex Luthor going and infiltrating the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, that bothered me also, but I mean, it was done in Superman 2.
It was, but this is what bothered me about it. You know, they infiltrated in Superman 2, they infiltrated in Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Got infiltrated again. Okay, I get why they infiltrated it in this one and that one. But what bothered me about it was Lex Luthor is walking along, explosions happening right next to him. What was her name? The engineer?
Yeah, the
Her
engineer.
freaking saw blades zip right past his face, and he's like not flinching at all.
No.
So how long do you think he practiced to not flinch at explosions and stuff happening right next to his body?
I do not know.
I don't know. I mean, I just thought that. And the other thing that I thought was terrible, and I've been tired of this in movies since 2003.
Dang, Joe. 2003?
Yeah, because that's when The Matrix 2 came out, and I remember seeing it in The Matrix, and I remember when it happened in The Matrix, I thought they should have paused the movie, and the director should have come out and go, "We did that because we could. You see that? You like that? We did it because we could. It didn't need to happen at all." If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch The Matrix 2. That whole movie is like that. But there's one scene on the highway in particular where it's like there's no dang reason for that. But anyway, when the engineer is like destroys a robot, and then a robot's coming out from behind her, and she turns her head, sees the robot. All she had to do is turn around. What did she do? I'm gonna morph myself backwards.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one on that one. I wasn't the only one on that.
Yeah, like why would you do that? How much did that shot cost? I don't know. You know, you talk about these inflated movie budgets, and like all she had to do was turn around. And honestly, I don't even really know if I like the engineer, but she was okay.
I mean, she served her purpose.
I guess she didn't bother me that much, but
yeah, she served her purpose.
I mean, overall, I think I like the Justice Gang. I grew up watching the Hall of Justice show, the Super Friends.
Yeah.
So I love that they used that building. That was the model.
That's an actual building.
Yes.
In Ohio, I believe.
That was the building that they modeled the original Hall of Justice for the Super Friends show on. So like you're saying, he did his research, and I love that they made that the Justice Gang headquarters.
I'm still with this Justice Gang.
I thought it was great. It was funny. Not all, you know, I heard a lot of people say it's unbalanced. The tone is off. Like, yeah, I suppose. There was one moment which it's a moment that parallels a moment that was in Man of Steel, which I like. I love this moment, but I don't think it played off very well in Man of Steel. And people say James Gunn is not letting his emotional moments play out. There's too many jokes. Sometimes there are, but I think he.
Wait,
I think he.
Jokes?
I think he let.
You're a joke.
Yeah, I think he let this. I think he let this moment play out just long enough, which they didn't do in Man of Steel. So okay. So he finds out that he is not there to be good and to do good is for good's sake. He's supposed to go and rule the earth.
And where did that come from?
Apparently it's in Flashpoint somewhere. I was looking it up a little bit, but apparently it's in one of the alternate stories and all of that stuff. So it bothered me a little bit, but not too much, not so much.
It bothered me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it didn't bother me enough that I can't watch the movie anymore.
That did bother me.
Anyway,
it bothered me a lot.
There's just that moment he's talking to his father, his Earth father. Now, I do remember in an interview with the creators of Smallville, and I forget exactly who they talked to, who said this to them, but they said Superman is Superman because of his parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent. This movie leans into that heavily, very, very heavily, because he's out there talking to his dad. I thought that was a very good, well done, heartfelt moment. He tells him, your actions define you. You do what you are not what they say you are or what you're supposed to be. You're what you want to be. And then the mother comes out of the house and says, oh, mushy, because he's an emotional guy, the father. He's like, but anyway, I felt like that moment played out just enough that it registered with the audience. I feel like the emotional beat hit enough, and then you move on.
Yeah.
But I can't think of too many other instances where there were the emotional moments. I mean, maybe some with Lois and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe some of those didn't hit as well as they could have. But for the most part, I think he did a good job of balancing some of that stuff out. I think that was a little bit better than what I've heard. Brandon, you got any more to add?
Yeah, I mean, like the emotional part, and like you said, the trailers really didn't do the movie a lot of justice neither, because
Wait,
what?
You're saying the trailers didn't do the movie the justice, gang.
I didn't say justice gang. I said it didn't do the movie justice.
The gang is the people watching the show.
Oh God.
You're welcome. I was working on that joke all night. Didn't quite hit that well.
But no, the scene where Lois is interviewing Clark Kent, but actually as Superman. And you know, when I seen that trailer, I thought that Clark Kent was pretending to be Superman for the interview. And
no, hold on. Just pause a moment here. So Lois knows who he is. There's a couple of other people who knows who he is. The world is fully functioning. Everything is metahuman superheroes. It says it at the very beginning. They already know everything. Everything is fully in full swing. Go ahead.
Okay. So when I seen the trailer, I'm thinking he's, pretending to be Superman, and then find out that she knows that he's Superman. And I'm like, well, low key, I kind of figured that, but then I didn't believe that because I thought, hey, it's Clark Kent hiding his identity, But yeah, it's kind of took the fun out of that. So, and it was very emotional. Superman cried and stormed out the apartment.
Well, they did have a fight.
What does that mean, Lois? What does it mean? Yeah, they sure did.
Oh, that didn't bother me. I mean, Superman. I mean, right there, he's telling her, and then there's a whole thing. He's got to think about what country is he representing.
I mean, Christopher Reeve didn't do all that.
It really wasn't what they were touching on in those films, Brandon. So I mean, why would he do that?
Yeah, the same.
They did that in Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. So
that's a dark Superman.
Didn't seem to bother you in that, but anyway, I thought it was very good because Superman is like, I'm not acting for anybody. I'm acting for me. I just didn't want people to die, which is a very Superman thing to do. I know you got choked up. You were going to cry about that. I know. He was, yeah. I don't know. I think we're coming to the end. Did you have more to add? I can't think of anything else that we didn't touch on. Well, I think we touched on the major points that we were discussing before the show.
Yeah, and also too, I mean, it was kind of it kind of seemed I was looking for, James Gunn. I'm used to his Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and I'm used to when he did Suicide Squad. That upbeat tempo music thing going on, and I got a little bit of that in the movie. So I was expecting that in this movie, but I didn't get it. But
okay. I did think of a joke.
You thought of a joke
that didn't land for me in the movie.
Which one?
That I thought was inappropriate. It just didn't. So you remember in the very beginning when he gets carried into the Fortress of Solitude with the robots? Yeah. Which I like the robots.
Yeah.
But the robot says, I don't have any feelings, so you can say whatever you want, whatever he says. And then he looked at the new robot, and the new robot goes, "Oh my God," gets all giddy and goes, "He looked at me." The robot over there just said, "We don't have any feelings at all, so we don't really care what happens." And then that robot is all giddy and happy. I'm like, okay, so there's an instance where I was like, well, that one didn't work for me. There's probably a few other things that didn't really work for me, but they didn't kill the movie for me. Now, I think the one thing that we haven't discussed at all yet, Brendan, is Krypto.
Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. We have not. And I kind of at first I didn't think I would like it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I was gonna like Crypto being in the movie, but he was a good comic relief to
So
me.
you think Krypto worked in the movie? You think
Yeah, I
was
believe it.
was it used too much? Was it used too little?
I think they could have used a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, they could have used a little bit more, but no, I
I mean,
mean,
you got to see Superman go all John Wick when they kidnapped his dog.
yeah.
Could have killed that dog.
One thing
Yeah.
I like that they added in the movie, and I think of Avengers when Hulk grabbed Loki and slammed him around, and it seemed like the same thing. That's what Crypto did to Lex Luthor, and that was
Yeah.
pretty funny. That was pretty funny. It took me back to that. Um, and then you see the cameo of James Gunn brother walking around as usual.
Yeah. So his brother said some things that had people concerned about the movie right before it opened. I didn't pull up an exact quote. I'm not going to do an exact quote.
Okay.
But I watched the movie and I didn't see any of what he's talking about in the movie.
What
Do
was he
you do you,
talking
rem-
about?
you remember what I was talking? If we can't remember it, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I
I
don't
should have
remember.
I should have looked for it. You brought up his brother, just brought up it in my mind. But it's kind of what we were talking about earlier about how different people like different things and see different things in movies.
Right.
It
Yeah.
did
No.
remind me of the original, the first MCU Captain America movie when that came out. The director said some bizarre things about Captain America. I was like, I don't know if I want to see this Captain America movie.
Hmm.
And then I watched it. Jesse was the same way. He read the same quotes, and he said the same thing because he pointed them out to me.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. I mean, if he's not making Captain America, what's the point? He's supposed to be making Captain America. So we ended up watching it. Like, I didn't see anything that he said in that movie that he said what it was. It was just some weird Captain America. Oh, Captain America's not Captain America. He's not for America. He's okay, whatever. But that first Captain America movie was fine, and the same thing about this. And I think I'll end that on. You've seen all of George Romero's zombie movies, right? In particular, the first three: Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah, I've seen those three.
So he always had some type of social commentary in them.
Right.
Okay, but I don't feel like he beat you over the head with it. You could watch it, and if you wanted to see the movie about consumerism, it's there. If you just wanted to watch a movie with zombies and taking over shopping mall, it's there. There's many different things you can see in these movies. So I hope that made some sense in that way. Brandon, do you have anything to add to that, or do you think I did okay with that?
Yeah, you did okay with it. I mean, because I know there's a lot of things that people said about this movie and have their own opinion, which is great. But you know, I didn't. And I just want to make this clear. I didn't like the movie as much as I wanted to because of you know me reading comic books and sticking um, and doing the whole DC animation and stuff like that. That's where I'm basing my stuff on. I don't know what other people are basing it on from themselves, but those are the only thing that made me teeter totter, a little bit on the movie. It is a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like the costumes of some of the Justice Gang. Like that was weird, but yeah. To each their own. And that is all I have to say about that.
You done?
Yes, I'm done.
All right. So I went into this movie cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, you sure
I don't know.
did.
I
Sure did.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say anything about it. I wouldn't, like I don't know. Man of Steel screwed me. So because the first trailers for Man of Steel I thought were fantastic, and then I saw the movie.
Fantastic. Because I was fantastic.
And just like Brandon said, because I like comic books and I've read comic books, I could not stand behind Man of Steel because it wasn't like any of the comic books at all, in any way, shape, or form. But anyway, anyway, it just goes to show you. So if you want that darker, more brooding Superman, you got Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You want the more hopeful Superman? You have Superman 2025. You have Superman the movie. You have Superman 2. You have Superman 3. You have Superman 4. You have Superman Returns.
Wow, you said Superman 4. Wow.
Superman 4 is better than Man of Steel. Oh, you already know I thought that. I think that.
Why would you say that?
Oh, and you also have, because I've said that before on this show, and you also have Superman and the Mole Men, which is also better than Man of Steel.
That's different, Joe.
It's not different at all.
Yes, it is. That was the first Superman movie.
No. If you count the serials.
No, serials was not movies. It was like a TV series.
Serials were theatrically released.
Okay, they didn't have TVs like that back then, Joe.
If you say so.
That's like saying the Three Stooges was a theatrical release.
They were a theatrical release. I don't know why you're hating on the Stooges for. But anyway, I guess I'm looking forward to the other ones. I don't really know. I guess I'm cautiously optimistic about the other DC movies. Anyway, I kind of baffled about what they're doing with Batman. I don't get it, but
it's gonna be an Adam West Batman.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, you don't. Brandon thought he knew a year ago who they cast as Batman, and they still haven't announced.
Hey.
That's still not announced. There's still a bunch of speculation out there.
Still in the air, okay? It's still in the air. Still in the air in there, okay? It's still in the air.
Anyway, Warner Brothers still makes a lot of baffling decisions, like they did with the Joker 2, like they did with the Justice League theatrical release. None of those make any sense. They destroy their own characters.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're done with this show. You got any final thoughts, Brandon, or did you already say your final thoughts? Because
I think I did, but I can say it again.
Well, say the final thought about what should people do if they like what we're doing.
If you guys like what we're doing, please like and subscribe. Hit the like and then notification bell, and also follow us on iTunes and Spotify. Oh, and Rumble. Yeah, we keep forgetting Rumble. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you all next time.
Later, guys.
Motu?
O2.